Hi guys, welcome back to ThinkView. Now, before we start, I have a quick question for you. If you have around $80 and you're thinking of buying the second monitor screen to support your work, and you have two options, the Arzopa monitor and the InnoView monitor, which one would you pick? Hi, my name is V and I'm here to make your buying decisions easier. Just a quick heads up, this video is strictly for office worker, remote employees, and students who are looking for a budget secondary screen. If you're a professional designer or video editor, these monitors are not meant for you. Sorry buddy. So now you're probably wondering why I'm talking about the InnoView and Arzopa, but on my desk it said Sculptor. Well, here's a quick disclaimer. Sculptor is actually the local brand of the InnoView that for the Chinese market. The exact model we are focusing on today correspond to the InnoView INVPM001. They share the exact same technology and display panels. To keep things simple, I'll just referring this monitor to the InnoView for the rest of the video. As I already mentioned in my previous portable monitor guide, there are three key pillars you should check for: mobility, display quality, and connectivity. Speaking of mobility, the Arzopa A1 is clearly wins in this category. With it weighs under 800 grams including its built-in kickstand, this monitor will fit perfectly into your bag and it's super easy to carry around. Meanwhile, the InnoView weighs around 1.1 kilogram including its folio cover, which definitely adds more weight into your backpack when you're on the go. The InnoView's covers also function at its stands, therefore it will only have two fixed angles, as you can see, 1, 2, and if you're creative enough and thinking out of the box, 3. On the other hand, the Arzopa features a built-in kickstand that is highly adjustable, allowing you to tweak into different viewing angles. Plus, if you're working at a cafe or anywhere with limited desk space, the Arzopa takes less space compared to the InnoView. So, for round 1, mobility and design, the winner is Arzopa. By the way, speaking of mobility, both of these monitors have the size of the 15-inch laptop. So, if your bag could fit a 15 to 16-inch laptop, these two would sit nice and neat in your bag. Let's move on to the second round, where we will measuring the display specs of these two monitors. Both the InnoView and the Arzopa features a 15.6-inch screen with a standard 16:9 aspect ratio and a 16 Hz refresh rate. We put both screens through our display testing suite and here are the numbers. They both rock a full HD resolution and cover about 63% of the sRGB color gamut. Because of this limited color coverage, let's be real, neither of these monitors is meant for color accurate tasks like professional photo editing or video grading. Instead, think of them as purely productivity boosters. They are perfect for scrolling through massive Excel sheets, writing codes, replying to emails. Now, let's talk about the brightness. The Arzopa A1 hits about 280 nits, while the InnoView is a bit dimmer at 240 nits. In real-world usage, this means both of these are strictly indoor monitors. They perform best in controlled environment like your home, your office, or a typical coffee shop. If you try to use them outdoor or in a room with harsh, direct sunlight hitting your desk, you're going to struggle to see the screen and the InnoView would definitely suffer more. So, if you're working at a cafe, you will want to pick a cozy seat deep inside the shop rather than right next to the massive glass window. For round 2, the Arzopa takes the point again for having that extra brightness. Moving on to round 3 about connectivity, and to be honest, it's a tie on paper. Both monitors come with two fully functional USB-C ports, one mini HDMI port, and a 3.5 headphone jack. In the real world, if your laptop has a Thunderbolt or a full-feature Type-C port, you're in luck. You can just plug in one single USB-C cable for both power and video signal. It keeps your desk super clean. But remember, neither of these monitors has a built-in battery, so it will draw power directly from your laptop. One practical thing you should know about the layout is both monitors have all of their ports located on the left side. To keep your desk clean and avoid mess of wires, the most convenient setup is placing the monitor onto the right side of your laptop. However, since many laptops have their main ports on the left, you will naturally want to place the screen on the left too, which create a big mess for cables right in front of you. From my personal experience of using both these monitors, the InnoView tries to offer a little workaround for this. Because of its specific design, as you can see here, you can actually route the cable through this gap to make the setup look a lot cleaner. But in reality, doing this would create tensions on the wires, and in my experience, it makes the monitors easy to slip out of place. Well, it's a bit frustrating trade-off, you know? So to sum up the round 3 about connectivity, it is an official tie between Arzopa and InnoView. Honestly, the actual performance of these two are pretty similar. Now, let's talk about the price to performance. To give you guys the most honest review, I actually spent some time using both of these monitors as my daily driver, and honestly, the actual performance between the two are pretty similar. I use them for watching movies, casual gaming, standard office work, and even some simple video editing. And just to be clear, I mean basic cutting and stitching, definitely not professional color work. So, if they're the same in daily use, what is the actual difference here? Well, it mostly comes down to how they're built and how you're planning to treat them. First, look at the design. The InnoView is made of plastic and comes with a built-in case. To me, it offers a sturdier, more solid feel in the hand. Because it's plastic, I feel like it might handle daily bumps or accidental drop a bit better without permanently bending out of shape. Compare that to aluminum built on the Arzopa. If you bump it, there's a higher chance you dent the edges because aluminum doesn't absorb shock the same way. Not to mention, the Arzopa doesn't come with a cover, so if you aren't careful, the screen and the back of the screen might get scratched up inside your bag. On the other hand, when it comes to the display's performance, the Arzopa still takes the lead. The higher nits make it noticeably easier to see in brighter rooms, and if your daily work involves any kind of color coding, well, not much but a little bit of it, the Arzopa will still perform slightly better than the InnoView. Well, to summarize it all, deciding which monitor to buy doesn't really come to the price or the specs because they're pretty similar. Oh, and I've left the purchase link for both of these options right below this video, so you could just click it and get yourself one. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to ThinkView. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!